All right. I really thought about long and hard about releasing that last video, which is like a kind of a personalized video to my mentor, and I thought about remaking it with all the main points and sanitizing it a little bit, but I just thought, WTF, the rate this whole deal has been going, what the hell, just let it all hang out, you know. I mean, this is a personal one-way conversation from myself to my mentor about how bad I was feeling at the end of my 3-month reprieve week. So this is a little bit of a summation, kind of like at that point and since then, a little bit calmer, a little bit more collected, and just to get things up to date before I move forward beyond that. So basically, to start, I had trailed off in one video talking about how he was harassing me just because I went into Los Banos on Thursday the 26th evening, primarily to avoid an accident, and secondarily because I didn't have all the stuff I needed as a truck driver, so I had to go to a second damn Walmart that day. How I started getting harassed and whatever, and then on that 26th evening, like literally like another hour later, I was at my consignee in San Jose waiting to deliver in the morning. I think it was 10 o'clock, like 9 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning I was supposed to deliver, like 9 hours later, like usual thing, like yard move, deliver on my sleep and all that kind of stuff. And I think I documented in that last kind of like let it all hang out video how I was so depressed that day, how I pleaded with him. I didn't want to run on a recap, just race back to the yard. I didn't want to deal with the reality which I felt was looming with him and / because of the truck. A lot of small nicks and cuts and scrapes and bruises I felt like he was going to find out about, and it's like just the way the mentality of this guy. I thought, you know, okay, that's it, you know. So I had been depressed all that Friday. After I told him, look, I'm going to finish my 34, and then the next day I got up on the Saturday. So now it's like the 28th after the Friday delivered on the 27th. And I was so depressed. It was like all Saturday I thought, oh no, I'll stay here another day and I'll go over to the yard Sunday. What the hell if I'm not going to have anywhere to sleep that's dry and warm and, you know, covered. Then I may as well just have one more night like that, because at least the truck is there. I mean, this is my freaking life, people. This has been my life on and off, differing situations since 2008, the last 16 years, you know. And trucking kind of saved me for a while, but now it's like, it's the fear all the time, you know. Always having to go back to that. And the way this country's been set up, you know, how easy it is to fall back through the cracks. So I was depressed on the Saturday, and I was thinking, what the hell, I'll just stay it all and then I'll go on Sunday, you know. Because the depression, after the fear, then the depression really hits you bad. Oh no, not again, you know. When am I going to not be one of these unsheltered MFers, you know? It's like, damn, you know, I see enough of them around, and I want to just join them again and again and again and again and again and again and again. You know, one would think if you have a job, you can move forward, right? Like I was literally speaking to my Uber driver today about that. You know, how the country has been set up and structured and what they've done to us in the last 5 years, but literally what they've done to us in the last 10, 20, even 40 years that come to this moment. And how we finally got told about it. And now somebody is theoretically going to save us, you know, starting the end of January. But it's been a very long time coming. So, you know, my little situation, my little micro life is magnified by millions of other people out there like you going through the same kinds of things. Anyway, I'm really super digressing. So he had called me on like a 7:30 on the Saturday night, started harassing you. Why you not go to yard? I have responsibilities. I have to check truck. I have to do oil change. I've changed whatever, dude. You know, like you're just looking to see whatever, and you've already made your decision. And when I get there, it's like, okay, you know, reality check, Mr. Maverick Moose, bye. You know, so this is why I'd been kind of depressed and thinking about just doing things in my own time, because if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. I might as well just be warm and dry for one more night. My lived reality. So then I just thought, F it, and I jumped up and I booked a motel for 3 nights, and I think I went and shopped to grab a few things from the Walmart on the way, and then when I went from San Jose over into Lodi, I had booked a motel for 3 nights, Saturday, Sunday, Monday night. So, because I thought, I don't know what's going to happen. I still don't know what's going to happen. You know, like you've got stuff in the back of your soul, like deep in the pit of your stomach. I don't know, you know. I mean, a person, a human being, always, for some stupid reason, always has hope, right? A faint hope. You know, like if you look at quantum physics, Schrodinger's cat, you open up the box, is the cat alive or dead? You know, one's always hoping the cat's going to be alive, you know, like quantum entanglement, you know, the moment of truth, the cat is not going to be dead, everything's going to be fine, you know. I know I'm sounding very cryptic now, but I have a really lateralized mind. It connects to multiple spheres of knowledge. So I pull things from different areas, you know, to describe what's going on with me. So, yeah, I mean, I literally turned up on the Saturday night. I think it was the 28th of December, 2024. About midnight, or maybe a bit before. Checked into the motel, so most of the night was wasted. I think it might have been about 11:15. Dropped my stuff. Ran the truck all the way back down to the yard back in Stockton, which is about 15 miles. And miracle, I was able to get an Uber driver back the same night, back to my motel. Just myself, because I'd already packed my stuff into my motel. Slept all damn day Saturday. I think I slept all damn day Sunday. I'm not sure of the days now, but I think it might have been on the Monday, so that would have been maybe the 29th. Let's see, Thursday, when some of this SHIT started to go down, was the 26th, Friday's the 27th, Saturday's the 28th, Sunday's the 29th. I think he might have called me, or I think he called me, said, be ready for a load on Monday. And I'm like, again, WTF, you know, you've had the thing since all day Sunday. I think it might have been Monday he called me. Monday evening. You've had the thing since all day Sunday, since I dropped it over very late Saturday night. You've had the truck in the yard on Monday. Your mechanic, your brother, whatever, because they're all thick as thieves. It's done it, given it the one side, because there was one other time there was a little bit of paint on the silver corner of the front of my trailer, which I think there's a very tight scale with big yellow pylons, and I hadn't even noticed it. It's so hard to get into the scale to weigh the truck and the trailer, and it happened weeks ago. And then when I brought the truck back to the yard, his brother was like, mechanics, like, you know, he's texting my boss is calling me back, you know, like, why you do this to the truck? You know, I'm like, shit, I didn't even notice there was a little bit of yellow paint, like a little bit of paint and scratch on the corner. I'm like, what the hell, you know, because they make things very difficult in some of these truck stops. And I hadn't even noticed I'd even bumped this pylon, but I traced it back in my mind to this pylon from weeks ago at this scale at a truck stop at the Flyer J, I think it is, in Eagle Pass in Texas. traced it back in my mind. I thought, man, I must have done it there, because that's the tightest scale in the nation almost, where you weigh your truck and your trailer. So if he loses his mind about this, so there was about a half dozen small nicks, cuts, scrapes and bruises. And I thought, he'd had the truck on Sunday, he'd had it most of Monday, you know, like, so, you know, what is it? Did you look at it? Or what's going on? Because, you know, now there's a degree of not trust, okay, that I just don't trust the bugger. Why are you telling me to come back to work when in 2020, like four and a half years ago, you fired me for less? You know, the only thing is I've been doing the miles, as I spoke to my mentor and when I poured my heart out to Ray. Like 3,700 miles that week. You know, I'm freaking killing myself and not getting anywhere because of the structure of the pays and the way it's been working out with all the layovers and stuff. That's another reason I left all that heartfelt video, like, unsanitized out there on the internet, because I just want people to know what I'm going through and what I'm going through with this guy. And I just want to, I believe there's many other truckers going through similar situations with different companies and different people. So this crap is happening to other people. And I think, you know, it's about time, you know, corporatists, you know, kind of like at least got brought to heel, and you see what they're doing to you. You know, I spoke to my Uber driver today again, and, you know, cryptically kind of like let a few things go. And this woman's like, she's telling me, like, in her job, like, similar kinds of things, you know, like crack the whip, and, you know, you're in a little wooden cart locked up, and they just let you out in the field every now and again. I mean, that's kind of a metaphor, but it's Middle Ages type stuff, the way we're treated as workers now, like dogs, like worse than slaves. You know, you don't have to have a particular color to be a slave in today's world. We're all in it together, you know. We're not, it's not like one group is oppressed. You know, like, stop being divided. We're all being oppressed together, okay? I'm a white guy. We're all being oppressed together. I had a better life in the 80s. I had a real life in the 80s. I haven't seen that for a very long time, particularly since 2008. You know, I'd been here in America since 99, but after 2008, my whole existence just shockingly changed. So long story short, oh yeah, okay, all right. So I think he said I was going to be picking up a load on Tuesday morning or something. And I'm like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Maybe he just didn't even bother to check the truck, because one time he had me going to a motel for a couple of days, and I know for a fact, like, he just didn't check the damn truck, because there was stuff, like, there was an inside thing that I've been worried about for a long time that wasn't uncovered. And I'll prove that in a minute when I talk about the other things I'm going to say. So then Tuesday came, and I'm laying there, and I think I had to check out of the motel like Saturday, Sunday, Monday nights. Yeah. And I'm spending a lot of my money, you know, just waiting in like just this tiny micro modicum of hope, like bare anything, like, please just get me out of this horrible reality that I'm about to face, you know. Save me, you know, I'll do anything. I'll keep enduring the misery as long as I can not just fall through the cracks again, because I let go twice already this year from trucking companies. Like the Queen in the 80s, she used to talk about Princess Diana and she was having a rough time with her. It was really the Queen's fault, obviously. Princess Diana was loved by millions. This is Queen of England. But the Queen talked about, oh, poor, woe is the Queen, poor the Queen. She used Latin. She said that year was her annus horribilis. Well, I mean, this year was my horrible year, you know, like 4.5 years for the one company, 3 years the last time, then just put off for a stupid bullshit safety reason. That's not a reason. It wasn't a reason. They're just trying trim back their pandemic highs, and I wasn't a pandemic hire, but all the four-wheelers and steering wheel holders, they were just trying to get rid of them. And that was on May the 8th of 2024, and that just really started my extremely horrible year. I've been through a lot. I mean, and when I put the video out to my mentor, I mean, I know that's why I didn't want to make it public, but I haven't felt that way since I was really at the bottom, close to my birthday in late 2011. So I was that close. And I mean, I'm a tough man. I've been through all this and kept going. But, you know, like, if I was going to be put out of this job right in the dead of winter, like a third layoff in a row, at the end of 2024, I was thinking that's it, because I'm 63-year-old. I've been fighting since 2008, more so since 2011, when reality really set in that my old life was gone. Took me 3 years to really realize it. But then I hit bottom in 2011, and then I just decided I was going to keep fighting, and I had very small number of friends assist in very modest ways, just basically to keep me alive, you know, so I could be the poster boy of look at him go, look at that guy try, you know. But no matter what, I put this in one of my very early videos, I believe. God, I keep digressing, I keep rambling off the point. So, you know, at the end of the day, at this point, near the end of 2024, sitting in the motel for 3 days before he even told me he might have a load for me on a Tuesday morning when I was due to check out after 3 nights, my thoughts got so dark that I thought, I don't have any more stuffing in me. I don't have any more try in me. I'm tired of being the poster boy. Like, maybe I was really getting to the point of resignation, saying, look, it's okay. It's okay. I give up. I accept the reality. That's it, you know? Whatever happens, happens. But I'm not going to try. I'm not going to get out there and, you know, trudge through the rain and the sleet and the snow and I'm going to win against it. Like, I don't have that in me anymore, because I've done that so many times in the last 13 odd years since 2011. You know, American exceptionalism. You just push a little bit harder, you'll win through. Well, now we know that the structure of the world was dramatically changed over multiple decades, so that even the triers can't win. I mean, a few lucky ones do, but they're just the smallest, tiniest little smidgen of just the flukes. You know, and I've been exceptional. I've done things. I went to community college, I got 3 degrees, but it hasn't been enough, you know. Everything I did with trucking, just stick it out, Mr. Maverick Moose. It hasn't been enough. So I really got to a point where was like, oh, okay, all right, that's it. You win, whatever it is, fabric of the universe, reality. I give up. There's going to be no more try from me. So that's how dark I felt in the motel. And then he tells me it's going to be Tuesday, and then I wake up Tuesday and it doesn't happen. But he calls me on Tuesday and he says, there's a lot closed over the new year, which I thought was fair enough. Everything's closed. He said, be ready, I'm going to get you a load on Thursday. I'm thinking, what the fuck, you know? Now we're looking at Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday morning. Surely his brother, the mechanic, has onced over to the truck right now. Why does he want me back now? Like, he lost his mind in 2025 for way less stuff. And I've got like about a half a dozen small nicks, cuts, scrapes and bruises. And I'm like, I'm still in disbelief. But there was kind of you know? So, even though every sinew of my being was torn and stretched with depression and fear and misery and just absolute just the giving up of everything. The past couple of days, the Tuesday evening, the Wednesday through Thursday morning, and I finally found out this morning, Thursday the 2nd of January 2026. Happy bloody New Year, by the way. But I was going to be like, what's the word? I don't even know what the word is anymore. Not put in stocks and got my head cut off this week. No, I was going to go out again. I'm going to go out again and truck again, you know. Like, not saved. I'm still confused. I'm really confused. As I said, about a half a dozen things, nicks, cuts, scrapes and bruises with the truck. 7, I believe, in total. One of them was my fridge, which they still haven't done anything about, the hinge. I mean, that's for something for me, and they haven't done anything about that. But there was a flap on the bottom of the skirt on the outside of the trailer. I've been holding up with some twist ties because, you know, it's my fault. It's my fault. You know, like, shit happens in trucking. But I saved the little flap that runs along the bottom of the skirt, the long black little flap. I'd saved it, and I'd gone through some really bad New Mexico winds coming back, and it went from 2 rivets pulled off to like about 5 rivets pulled off. So I ended up using 3 twist ties to save that flap. And it was all like riveted or screwed back when I got to the truck this morning, Thursday, the 2nd of January, 2026. And my mouth fell open. Oh, they fixed something? And then his Indian brother's right there with the mechanic. He said, oh, I fixed this for you, fix that for you. Like, they always tell me they change a tyre. Okay, I think there was one tyre that I knew was a bit dodgy, but you know, I guess maybe they did it. I haven't looked at it again. But I knew he'd done the skirt flap on the passenger side, and then lo and behold, I got up inside the truck, and he told me the thing that I've been holding close to my heart ever since the very first night, September the 26th, I think it was the 25th, the Monday evening when I got in the truck. I kicked the damn plug on the floor, the stupid vacuum hose that's used to clean up the truck, which is really just an accessory. Long story short, the hose, it had snapped on, the equipment had snapped off, and I think it was in pre-pour shape already, because it shouldn't have come off that easily, and it was in the way under my feet, as a lot of things, they seem to just add extra things they don't need to in trucks. And that was that very first night before I went out, and I've been carrying it the whole 3 months. I was worried about, and this guy, the mechanic, says, I fixed your hose for you, it's not blowing air anymore, it's not going to be leaking air out of the truck. And I'm amazed that Freightliner actually makes a truck where an auxiliary piece of equipment inside the damn truck can actually draw air off the main system and cause you to lose air. So I thought it was just an ancillary system, but it comes right off the main damn system, which is why I was losing air. But I was always able to build air, so I was okay. But he fixed that. I'm like, I was just like flabbergasted. What? No fired? You fixed that inside the truck? You fixed the flap hanging off the side of the truck? No fired? And out of 7 things, one of it includes my fridge, that leaves 4. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 other minor things, nicks, cuts, scrapes and bruises. You know, at least 2 of those ought to be done. And he did nothing about it. No abuse, no calling me up, no threatening me, no like, I can give you load if you do this. No, I'm trucking today. It's Thursday evening, around about 6 p.m, January the 2nd, 2026, and I am freaking trucking on a new load. It's a crazy load. It's like super duper crazy load. A lot of extra work. I'm trucking again. The only thing that comes into mind is the next week is going to be called, when I post the video, because this is the end of my 3-month Reprieve week. It's a summation. It's a post-mortem what's been going on. And I wanted to tell everybody I booked 2 extra motel days. So now it was 5 days in a freaking motel. A lot of money. But, you know, it kept me going. Literally only another couple $100 left in my bank account this morning, and supposedly my pay will come in tomorrow, which, you know, because if it doesn't, I'm going to tell him you need to give me some money, because I can't truck this load for this week if I don't have money. So it better come in the morning, Friday morning on the 3rd of January. So there's still a lot of mistrust. I still don't really know what's going to happen. I have thoughts, you know, maybe I'm just into him and he's made a decision and he's just using me up. I don't know. I really do not know. All I know is right now it's like, I'll name the next week Phoenix Rising from the Ashes or something like that. It'll be the beginning of the next lot of 3 months, if there is 3 months. That's pretty much it. Signing off.